Ladies and gentlemen, salute the 2006 MotoGP World Champion. It's the American Nicky Hayden.
In that moment, Nicholas Patrick Hayden accomplished his lifelong dream, becoming the MotoGP World Champion. A dream that began on his family ranch in Owensboro, Kentucky, racing against his brothers Tommy and Roger and sisters Kathleen and Jenny down on Earl's Lane, named for their father, who coached them and taught them the subtleties of racing that would later mold Nicky into one of the best motorcycle racers in the world. Nicky began road racing professionally at the age of 16. He won races in his rookie season, got the attention of the factory Honda team, and thus began the legend of the Kentucky Kid. In 2002, at the age of 21, Hayden had a season that most competitors only dream about. He started by winning the prestigious Daytona 200, followed that up with 8 more AMA Superbike victories and clinched the championship at Virginia International Raceway, becoming the youngest champion at the time. But Nicky also competed in the AMA Flat Track Series that year. He won the Peoria TT by defeating legendary flat tracker Chris Carr, and one of the fondest memories came when he and his brothers swept the Springfield TT podium. Hayden's success in the States led to an opportunity to race internationally in 2003. He would compete for the factory Honda team in the highest level of motorcycle road racing in the world, MotoGP. He was teamed with the Doctor, Valentino Rossi, one of the most accomplished MotoGP riders in history. Hayden finished in the top 3 twice that season and was named Rookie of the Year. 2 years later, in 2005, he dominated the United States Grand Prix at Monster Raceway Laguna Seca, taking his first Grand Prix victory. It was fitting that he won it on home soil, allowing him to share the memory with the fans he adored. He carried that momentum and a positive attitude into 2006 and found himself leading the MotoGP championship for the majority of the season. His dream of being world champion was within reach, but in the penultimate race of the year, a crash with his teammate Danny Pedrosa put those hopes in peril. But the Kentucky native worked too hard, made too many laps at Earl's Lane to have this title slip away. He finished on the podium in Valencia, Spain, and danced away as the world champion and celebrated with the ones he loved most, his family. In 2015, Nicky rode his last full season in MotoGP and was honored as a MotoGP legend, the Series Hall of Fame. He finished with 28 podiums, 5 pole positions, and 3 victories in his 218 starts, ranking 4th all time. Nicky Hayden's passion still burned, and he was not ready to stop racing. He moved on to World Superbike in 2016 and claimed a victory in Malaysia, joining the list of elite riders to win races in both World Championships. But as much success as Nicky had on the track, it will be his personality, positive attitude, and his infectious smile that will be remembered by motorcycle racing fans around the world. He stayed humble in victory and remained optimistic in defeat. On May 22, 2017, Nicky Hayden passed away from injuries sustained from a cycling accident while training in Italy. His mother Rose, brother Tommy, and fiancée Jackie were by his side. Nicky, you were a world champion on track and as a person. And at the age of 35, you were taken from us way too soon. Rest in peace, Kentucky Kid.